So now that we have a little bit of experience about perspective and about drawing boxes, let's start with the final matte painting session. And I found some photos I really like as references. This stuff comes from Dune, the movie that came out in the movie theater 1 month ago. Really cool movie. It's just you to go and watch it. And so we have this kind of big and art edge spaceships. And something I love is fog and this kind of light cutting into it. It really helps to focus on the main character of the image. So I would probably go for something kind of dark, and dramatic and mysterious. Then I love the colors here we have in this palette from Blade Runner. You can tell I love sci-fi movies. And then I found these photos of rocks formations, and I love this kind of box shape. These kind of stuff really helps me to define silhouettes. You will see in the next video how can we use this stuff. Okay, I know this is too soon, but we're gonna get there. And even I like this rocks formations is really kind of Star Wars, the Last Jedi mood. And then I like this kind of black lagoon, black beach. What I love here is the contrast between the land, probably those are pebbles, dark stones, and the water that reflect the sky. And when you have this kind of water, it is basically like brushed metal. So you have a little bit of you understand the reflection, the color that the sky has, but you can really tell what's happening. I mean, you see is there's like waves, and those waves act like scratches. And so you have an isotropy, and the cool thing is sometimes you have waves, sometimes you have nothing. So if you have a mix, an organic mix of different type of surfaces, different type of reflection, that is really cool. It's really appealing, okay, to watch, I would say. And you know what? I mean, what I try to put in my images is something cool, right? So if you find like a really cool effect, maybe you should try to find a way to implement that in your own image, okay? And I mean, if you like, you should like it, okay? So don't waste your time trying to guess what other people may like or not. If you like something, go for it, okay? And then I love this rock here on the left. I feel like I need something like that. So anyway, this is some references, okay? And now what we're going to do here is we're going to find an horizon and draw some lines. Now you can use a guideline. I put this horizon here, and now I already did that, but I'm going to do this again just to show you the process. Now in the last video, in the last two videos, we practiced a little bit with perspective, with vanishing points, but at the same time, drawing on vanishing lines, on perspective lines, is kind of sometimes difficult, or is not that creative, I would say. So my advice is don't care about perspective lines right now, Okay, right now the only things you care about is the horizon. Okay, this is the only thing. So you have a new layer, and then you click in here, you pick I don't know, a brush, or even you can work with the line tool. Okay, you can do it with the line tool. You can go pixels, 4 pixels. Okay, this is a big canvas, a black layer, sorry, black color. So we have the horizon here. Now the thing is, I found my focus point. I want to draw something about a spaceship that is lifting, right? And let's do something very simple, very 101, photography 101. So rule of third. Okay, and I will put my focus point on the second third. I feel like I want it here. Okay, I want my focus point there. So what I'm going to do is everything in the image should point, to this object. Everything should point there. Okay, so let's start, for example, on the ground. On the ground, I see this. Every image is kind of a journey for me. It's a journey to the focus point. So let's say that we have a river here. Okay, let's do like something like we have a river here, and it's not like I don't want to go from like this is close to us. Let's say that this part here is close to us. Okay, close to the camera. I don't want to get to the focus point immediately. Okay, so I don't want like a straight line, but I prefer to have something like a serpent. Okay, something that goes like right, left, right. It gives me a little bit of, I would say, dynamism, a little bit of movement, and that's cool. Okay, so like if we are, I don't know, like if we are inside a canyon, right? So we are in the middle of really high rocks formations, and at one point those rocks opens in front of us, and we can see the spaceship going up, right side. So let's say that we have something like this, and that's cool. And then here we have something like a little bit of a hill, in the back. And then here, I don't want the eyes to go everywhere else, so I will make something like like a wall here, like rocks. Because I can do this because why? Because I found photos. So looking for references gives you also ideas, and the only way to have ideas is to do research. It's like a little bit like you can remember something if you see it, if you've seen it, right? So first you have to see it, and then you can remember it. And in my head, I try to store as many possible scenarios, as many possible images as I can. And so when I paint, everything comes back, and I can just pick like from like if I'm at the supermarket. So here we have some other rocks, and what I love to cover a little bit the elements. So everything it should be easy to read. The image should be easy to read, but you don't have to show everything in plain sight. So maybe we have like, I don't know, this river going a little bit behind the rocks, for like this, and then maybe we have another like rock close to us here. It's really simple. I'm just drawing lines. This is terrible to see, but it gives me an idea, right? And then in the back, maybe I can have this like very big formations, because I don't want to go with the eyes to the horizon. Okay, so I'm imagining like I have like very very strong fog in the back, and so I have this like big mountains formations, maybe like this one is a little bit different, this one is like one block, this one is a couple of them, and then maybe I have another one here. You see? So you see that it takes the scene takes form, takes shape in a second. Okay, and then maybe, I don't know, we have someone here, we have someone here with a boat, or maybe with, I don't know, a small spaceship, or wherever. I mean, it could be anything. Could be someone like going inside the water, because you don't want anybody to find his like trace. I don't know. I watched too many movies probably, but anyway, this is the idea, right? So we have the focus point, and maybe we have the balance point, and I mean, if you can imagine this scene with this atmosphere, okay, or with this light, with these colors, with these elements. I mean, I know I'm asking a lot, but this is the trick. When you, with a little bit of experience and watching a lot of, movies and images, if you can do this, if you can imagine like 50% of the image, or even less, let's say 30% of the image, if you can do that, if you can imagine it, that's great. And then the image will develop itself meanwhile you work on it. So don't think about, the image is already there in my head. No, I mean, I will pick some decision, during the next steps. For now, is just, an idea, a very, very rough idea. Okay, so just to show you, this was my first sketch. You see, I did it before recording. I like the new one more, but anyway, you see, it's just a matter of doing the same things over and over. If you do it over and over, it gets better. And yeah, I was drawing some other shapes, just to try. Okay. And now that we have this, okay, now that we have this drawing, let's say, we can turn on perspective lines, okay? So you see, this are like a 4 different perspective lines. I have basically 1 and 2. So I select the first one, I draw, like in the first video of this chapter, then I duplicate it, and I press Ctrl T to get the anchors, and I rotate a little bit. So you see, you have more lines, because the problem is you have as maximum a number of lines for this trick, 100 lines. So if you want more precision, you need to do this trick. You duplicate the star and you rotate a little bit, and you get more lines. Okay, so this is exactly what I've done. I've done it even for the other area, and then now we have perfect perspective. Okay, and if you don't like this perspective, you can select the 2 stars on the right and move them. You see, and the perspective change. So this is up to you. I don't want to tell you what to do here. It's your file, it's your image. It would be cool if you try to copy me. So at least for this first exercise, you do exactly what I do, and so you can follow me through the lessons. But anyway, remember that this is your image, and so you're free to do whatever you want. Anyway, once you're done with this, okay. Normally I put the perspective lines like I don't know, semi-transparent, because I don't want to see them too much. Okay. You can put down with the opacity even this layer here. Okay, since it's still visible, and then you can start drawing, and basically you get something like this. This is what I've done. You see, every lines follow. We have vertical lines, but then we have lines that follows the perspective lines, and every line goes back to the vanishing point on the right, or maybe on the left. It's one of the 2. Okay, so this is the final result I got. Okay, this is the final result I got. And really, if you feel like this is too simple or too good to be true, this is it. This is all you need to do. All right. Trust me, this is the starting point for your matte painting journey. And the difficult task, of course, is to choose what kind of image to do, what kind of elements, where those elements should be. But again, if you are in difficulty, just pick a photo from a movie, or a couple of photos from a movie, and blend them together in your head, and or copy just one of them if you really want to start with something simple. And then you can recreate the scene. Maybe you change the lighting, maybe, I don't know, you change the palette, you color palette, the mood, wherever. But at least now you see we have a decent perspective, and all we need to do is now, in the next video, we're going to help ourselves with shapes to draw something better than this. And you can do it by yourself, or you can use shape. It doesn't matter. I will show you both ways. It depends on your skill, depends on your level. But anyway, now it's time to do research. So if you want, you can go online and you can search, as I did, some references. Okay, so I don't know, like a structure, could be like a spaceship, could be a castle, could be anything. I mean, just try to get something easy as a first matte painting. Okay, so nothing organic, I would say, as a focus point, and then some elements for for the environment, I would say. And what you're looking for is like shapes. Just go online and find like 20 different pictures of natural elements with a shape that you really like. And when you're ready for that, go to the next video.